Standup Comedy, your host and MC, presents Comedy Appetizers, a podcast where you will find short comedy sets, stories, and funny bits from the famous and not so famous. Here is your host and MC, Scott Edwards.
Hello, and welcome back to the podcast Comedy Appetizers, where in a short comedy set, we bring a smile to your face, and I have a real treat for you. One of the best comedians in the business. In fact, she's still out performing today. She's been on TV many, many times and works coast to coast as one of the top headliners. Let's welcome to the stage for some great stand-up comedy by Wendy Liebman.
Except my Discover card, because they said nobody took that anyway, except Sears. Who shops there? I do. I actually, I bought a tractor. I also came in a big box. I also got this jacket at Sears, and these aren't shoulder pads, if you're wondering. They're maxi pads. I feel fashionable and fresh. And I also, they have wings and everything. The women knew what I meant by that, right? And some of the guys, I love this job because of audiences like this. Also, I used to be a secretary, and I used to call in sick a lot. I said I had female problems, right? Like my boss didn't know I meant her. Bitch. I was so bored. I'd spend all day filing my nails. And I also had to type. I typed like 20 words a day. I was like so pathetic. And the woman next to me typed 85 words a minute, like really fast. She had to wear a seatbelt. The typewriter had an airbag. And after that job, after I quit and got fired, after that job, I drove a taxi for like a year, and I didn't pick people up or anything. I just really needed a car. Now I do comedy full time. I'm also a writer. You know, I write checks, and they're actually mostly fiction. I love to write like poetry and short stories. And when I was growing up, I had a pen pal. I wrote to her once a week for 14 years. So she wrote back, and she said, "Stop." I should. Well, she sent me a telegram. It said, "Stop, stop." But I should. It's my favorite joke. I should stop eating. I've been eating everything. So today, finally, I went running. I had to, you know, because the ice cream truck was going 60. I needed a lift to the bakery. So I'm at the bakery, right? And I'm standing in line waiting my turn. This really cute guy was flirting with me. He finally came over, he asked for my number. I gave it to him. And then I had to take a new one. And I thought, thanks for your sympathy. I know I'm not fat. They'll always feel that way because since I was really little, my parents used to stuff me with like cookies and candy. I don't think they wanted a child. I think they wanted a piñata. I hated that stick. But I actually, and I'm scared of heights, but this is my first time in Montreal. They put me up in a hotel with a mirror on the ceiling, but I think it's a two-way because people upstairs are laughing. I actually, maybe they're here. I drove in from the airport and I thought I would like hit a lot of traffic, you know, but I only hit like 2 cars on the train. I am like the worst driver. Can I just tell you, I got into an accident with one of these houses on a truck. Have you seen them? They were like trying to move a house. Like, what are these people, too lazy to pack? There's a house that was coming at me. I'm flashing my brights, beeping my horn. Nobody was home. I didn't know what to do. I pulled into the garage. I like sat there, and there was a witness, a Jehovah's Witness. Then I was behind this BMW, beautiful car, right? Had one of these bumper stickers with that Nike slogan on it. It said, "Just do it," right? So I hit him, and I knocked the phone right out of his hand.
That was Wendy Liebman live on stage. Man, she has such a great way with her verbiage and the use of words to get comedy out of the audience and get them engaged and laughing. I hope you smiled and had a little chuckle as well. Hey, we appreciate you listening to these short comedy sets on Comedy Appetizers. Be sure to tell your friends. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week with another fun, short comedy set. Bye.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Comedy Appetizers. Be sure to share with family and friends, and we will see you this Sunday for our regular podcast, your host and MC, and again next Friday for another episode of Comedy Appetizers. Bye!